What's up, y'all? How you doing? Great to see you, and welcome to Chapter 16. And obviously, it's not a toy hunt, y'all. To be brutally honest with you, most of my footage got something happened to it last week. I don't know what happened, but had to scrap it all from last week. So we're going to do something totally different here. Way off base. We're not going to do really reviews or anything. I think today or yesterday was my 3-month for this channel. So I wanted to do something a little different, something a little more special instead of, reviews or toy hunts or mail hauls. I wanted to kind of do top 10 of my favorite pickups that I've picked up since doing this channel. Now, to go along with the top 10, my 10 favorite figures I've gotten, I'm going to give you 3 of my most, well, let's just be honest, my most hated figures since I've gotten since doing this channel. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do that. And gonna do another video right after this showing the haul that I actually did get from last week. So that'll be right after this video. But let's get to it, y'all. YUKON'S top 10 and YUKON's sad 3. That's what we're gonna call this video. So let's just get the negative out of the way first. Let's get to the sad 3. The 3 worst figures I picked up in the last 3 months since doing this channel. Figure number 1. Y'all go back a little ways, you're going to know how much I hate this figure. This figure sucks, y'all. Lady J. And let me show you the main reason for hating this figure. That creepy crap right there. I mean, that's just lazy by Hasbro. And we've gone over this, but there you go. Again, the joints are loose. I mean, it's my most hated Joe. One of my most hated figures in the whole collection, to be honest with you. But Lady J, you are one of the most hated figures of Yukon Phil's collection. So there you go. There's number 1. Number 2. And it saddens me to do this, y'all. It really does. But it's just such a poor quality figure. I got to throw it up there. That is the Morphed Shredder. It had so much potential, but it's got a crooked helmet, super loose joints, an ankle. I mean, I had him leaning up on the shelf. I haven't sold him, obviously. I don't think I'd get anything for him as poor as this figure is, but joints are loose. You can hear that. Just wiggles around and really sad. So, number 2, my most hated figures so far. And number 3, this is actually a 4-way tie, which is kind of ironic. And you'll remember, this is one of the first figures I actually ever reviewed. And like a fool, I actually bought 2 more of these just the other day. It is none other than the Loyal Subjects, BSTXA, and Ninja Turtles. Let me show you one reason why. Look at those size. Some of the most poor, Raph especially. Terrible, terrible. Actually went to pull off his head the other day. See if I can do it here. Okay, his head came off okay. But Donnie, I went to pull off his head. His entire body just kind of blew up in my hands. So really sad. I know these are a lower price point figure, but really, really sad, y'all. So there you go. Donnie, Leo, and Mikey, you're all tied for, I hate to say it, but number 1 worst pickup of this channel so far. It saddens me that I got to do that with Turtles, but they ain't like the Turtles behind me. Those are high end. So there you go. That's the negative. We're going to get that out of the way. Now, let's get to the positive here. I've got 10 figures. Now, my criteria for this is we have to have at least 1 figure from every line I collect. So 1 figure from Marvel, 1 from DC, 1 from Star Wars, Transformers, G.I. Joe, what else we got? Masters. So those are the categories. There has to be at least 1. Now, there could be more than 1. So let's go ahead and get it started. Let's go ahead and get it started with the line I'm probably the least into right now until we get some more stuff. But that's going to be Masters. This figure right here is a deluxe. I hate it that it's a deluxe. I don't use any of the deluxe accessories he came with, but the figure himself is super solid, y'all. One of my favorite. He is my favorite Masters figure, and that's Triclops. He's done exceptionally well. His weapon's good. He's really sturdy, a lot sturdier than some of the other Masters figures, but just a great figure. He is the creme de la creme for me of the Masters figures, and I really love him. I think the paint's done well, and he looks solid. Now, again, these aren't going to be really ranked from 10 to 9. It's really just by category. So he is number 1 when it comes to the Masters. Triclops. Good deal. All right, so DC. DC's going to be a little different here because we have the DC. I believe these are the Batman, the animated series, the DC, like the DC Directs, and then DC Multiverse. We're going to go with the DC Directs. And there is none other. I actually have one of these, but he made it. He would have made it no matter what. The Joker from Batman the Animated Series. I just got this one recently, and he is a tremendously cool figure. I love everything about him. I love his accessories. I love how he looks. He is just an excellent figure. The likeness is great, and he actually moves very well. One cool thing about this figure, let me show you the hips. Just really innovative how they did the hips, and I really like that a lot. So there you go, the Joker from Batman the Animated Series. Definitely one of my top figures so far. Let's go ahead and go to DC Multiverse now. 2 that I just recently got. I mean, I really don't have any bad DC Multiverse. This was actually kind of tough because I got so many Batmans. Clayface was very close to getting there. What killed Clayface, he can't move. He's basically a statue, y'all. But my first one, a figure I've wanted ever since I started collecting DC Multiverse. That is, what the hell's his name? I totally forgot his name. Ah, crap. Well, this figure right here, I can't even think of his name. I drew a blank. Oh, my goodness. Well, he's in there. Whatever that, I'm sure I'll think of his name here in a minute. But Deathstroke, there it is. Deathstroke. Deathstroke. He is definitely one of the tops. It was hard to pick between this one and the other one, but I love Deathstroke. They did a great job on him. He looks great and solid figure. Man, I had a total, I'm 41-year-old brain moment there, so sorry about that, y'all. Number 2 in the DC Multiverse, this figure, again, I didn't even know this existed till I was playing around on Amazon one day, and I saw it, and I saw the picture, and I fell in love with it. Harley Quinn, classic. The only Harley Quinn I ever need, that I'll ever get. This figure is tremendous. They nailed the likeness. I mean, look at that, y'all. Let's see if I can get, yeah, that's a good focus right there. She looks awesome. Her mallet, her gun, everything from Batman the Animated Series, this figure has. And I absolutely love this. It is probably my favorite DC Multiverse figure. So there you go, Harley Quinn. Awesome, awesome, awesome figure, y'all. Just tremendous, tremendous. All right, let's go ahead and get the Star Wars. Got 2 figures for Star Wars. And I mentioned this. That's probably no surprise to anybody what these are. Actually, since I've been doing this channel and getting Black Series back, it was tough. I had to sit and look at these, but nobody was able to knock these 2 off the pegs. Number 1, the Jedi Patrol Stormtrooper. I've got 4 of these, y'all. And this Stormtrooper is phenomenal. I love him. I love how the options with him. I've got one as a commander, others as grunts. He's phenomenal. This sculpt and this body, they took a great figure and they made him better. So kudos, Hasbro. Great job on the Jedi Patrol Stormtrooper. Phenomenal figure. Phenomenal. And I'm actually going to put him as my number 1 Star Wars figure. This is a close second, but I'll show you one reason why he's not number 1. That is the Death Watch Mando. Just got this guy last week. Another phenomenal figure. The best, to me, best Mando figure Hasbro's ever done. So close to being perfect. Now, let's see if we can get a look at it here. I'll try to get focus. His jetpack kept him from the top spot. Very poorly done, Hasbro. This jetpack is not okay. It's cracked. The paint's not okay. It's splotchy. Let's see if we can get it somewhat of a look at what I'm talking about. I understand battle damage, but right there, there's some cracks. The sculpt is not put together well at all. So if we take that away, though, this figure is nearly perfect. He will stand in any pose I put him in. Getting his gun is perfectly easy. I mean, he is a phenomenal figure, y'all. But didn't quite get the top spot for Star Wars just due to that backpack. So there you go. And you all know Star Wars is number 1 for me. So it's tough to pick one out, to be honest with y'all. All right, Transformers. I have not picked up a lot of Transformers on this channel so far. But the one that I did pick up was early on. This is a no-brainer, y'all. No-brainer at all, and that's Blaster. I never had Blaster as a kid. Always wanted him. Tried to get the Titans Return one many times. Just so damn expensive. Couldn't afford it. But I found him. This is before Legacy, actually. This is the Kingdom version. And he's phenomenal. He's built well. He looks great. And I have no complaints at all. One of my favorite Transformers out of the 150 plus I have here on the Transformer wall. So there you go. Blaster. Just a must-have for y'all. If you can't find him, he's been around pretty much thoroughly with the Legacy collection. So just keep your eyes out. He is hitting pretty well. All right. A new line. Actually, the rest of these are all new line. But one that just... And this is going to be on a lot of people's list, but I just love the way this figure looks and the way he moves. This is our Marvel Legends representation. It's got to be the Symbiote Spider-Man. I mean, the way this figure moves, the poses I can get this figure into, it is absolutely incredible. Incredible figure. Now, I've had no complaints with any of my Marvel Legends so far. And I am not a huge Marvel Legends guy, but this one takes the cake, y'all. The Symbiote Spider-Man from the Spider-Man Retro Wave. A+, y'all. I mean, I think I've given him one of the highest scores since I've been doing this channel. I think I gave him a 9, 9.5, and you can't get much better than that. There is no 10 to me, honestly, y'all. Every figure has some faults, but that's one of the highest. All right, 2 more categories. We got Ninja Turtles. I'm trying to do this kind of quick, y'all. I don't want this to be a super long video. Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe. Let's get to the Joes. And this one, again, tough call between this and the Bat. Yeah, but I got to go with the Alley Viper. Alley Viper, the reason he beat the Bat is just the accessories, y'all. The stuff he comes with. I don't know if I've ever seen a mainstream figure, come with more damn accessories than this figure. And he just looks great. His options are phenomenal. I love his shield. He moves well. His articulation's great. One of my best Joes I got. I've found a bunch. I only have 2, but I've found a bunch of these. So, close between him and the Bat. I can see why somebody would pick the Bat, but there you go. Alley Viper. He's G.I. Joe's representation, and let's get down to the very last one. This one might actually surprise some people. But I read good things about this figure before I got him, and when I got him, I was also blown away. Couple of little issues, but it's minor stuff. But as far as Turtles go, I gotta go with this one, y'all. This is Chrome Dome. And he is something special, y'all. $43, but I think he's worth every penny. He's nearly a foot tall. Had a little bit of paint apps with some of the extra hands, but nothing major. His paint looks great. His face, his weapons. The weapons all fit in his hand. And his presence on the shelf. I mean, he's heavy, y'all. He's got to weigh a good over a pound. And it's just an incredible, incredible figure. I've mentioned this before. He is in the vault now for NECA, so whatever's in the store, that's it, y'all. So if you don't have them, I can't recommend a turtle figure any higher than I recommend Chrome Dome. He is just fantastic, y'all. So there we go. I know we shot through them kind of quick, but that was a lot of figures to get through. I've had a good time doing this channel. I know it's only 3 months old, but I wanted to do something a little different. I feel like I'm being very repetitive, so we don't want repetition over and over, and Yukon goes to the same stores and gets pissed when they don't have anything or anything like that. So, there you go. But thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all got a little bit of insight on some of these figures I picked up. I tell you, I'm having a great time doing this. Great time doing the channel. This is going to be an uncut video. So this will still fall in Chapter 16, but it's uncut. So I got another one coming up right after this with the haul from last week, so stay tuned for that. And we'll check in with a new toy hunt video next week. That'll be Chapter 17, and we'll still keep doing the Yukon Uncut. So please hang with me, y'all. I think our channel's growing a little bit, so hang with me. All right, well, y'all have a good night. We'll see you real soon, and y'all take care. Sayonara, y'all.